But I'm not me. Only me, but a version in 12s. Versions that run in circles. Versions that are long gone. Versions that have yet to begin. Versions that make affirmations. Versions that create conclusions. All are in control until their society takes over. Makes for a cool concept, right? I think that is something that is known as an identity crisis, or at least the base of it is. As we look a bit closer, we see that the identity is identified and it is something that someone can pinpoint. It's just finding which one is you that is the main question. Which version taught you how to walk? Which version taught you how to talk? Which version learned to survive? Which version learned to give up? As we get older, we learn that we can lose those versions of ourselves and begin to create new ones. The question is, which one is truly you?
I know of storm and strife. I've been around them all my life. But I've inspired you for tomorrow. No matter how my tired eyes mint of my future.
Sunflowers in my head and more towards the sky. I've got your face, walking through any memory. Your flowers make me feel so inspired. Before the sun begins to shine, you'll be good to me. All I know is, when I have to run, you always do your best. You'll always pass the test.
Take my people with me. That's when I'm gonna stand up. Can you hear freedom calling? You don't have to stumble or fall. Together we are going far across the river to that separating line. I'm always wondering when I'm gonna stand up off my feet. Gonna keep on keeping on. I got your back. All I know is I love this shade.
What if our communities valued the unique quality of its people? Societies of blue veins would be subdued, and all hair textures would be praised like a steeple.
From ivory clouds to the deepest umber, every shade will be embraced as the beauty standard. No tone will surpass another.
Children wouldn't be slandered. We are all beautiful and cherished on this earthly plane. The limited lifetime shouldn't be wasted, but rather love should be a stain on our hearts with an iron that's similar tasted. As a black woman, I am afraid my ideas will be written off and credit taken by another. I already know someone who has had this happen, and I refuse to add my name to that list. I have worked too hard for everything that is mine. I'd rather turn into Juliet with my love Romeo and fall on my own dagger before I let another steal my creativity from me like F. Scott Fitzgerald did to Zelda. I will never become another nameless narrator with the husband who forces my image onto yellow wallpaper. We are women. We are so much more than accessories to the brilliance of our partners. We are the realization of quintessence.
As a person of color, I've realized that I am an amazing actor. In the sense that I have the skills to lose myself and form myself to be someone else. Every code switch, every AP class, every honors meeting, every interview, every relationship has created a version of me built for the purpose of not being me.
The only way to make ends meet is to find employment, but dress neat. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Thank you. Please. Even these phrases won't make work a breeze. Twice the work and all that skill may not put you at the top of Jake and Jill. You see, they have parents with six-figure jobs and connections to CEO, while your parents cry and sob over the loved ones they wish had opportunities like yours. Jake and Jill's family never had to struggle in the core. Don't lose yourself and call your pain normal just because you don't act formal. Do your best to make the most change, and past the Milky Way will be your dream's range.
I am black.
I am Latina.
I am in a box. The generation of crimes. To behave is to cry faithful and obedient, like father and son. To work is to be dragged like Emma Till. To suffer, to have wisdom, but grace, day and night.
As a black woman in the U.S., every day I fear for my future children. A boy could be playing with other kids and be shot like an animal on the playground. A daughter could be assaulted just for having long hair and a school uniform. Too many black children go missing every day and never get as much coverage in the news as a college girl with blonde hair and blue eyes. I want to protect my children before the world forces them to grow up hating themselves for looking like they're and walk in Eden's garden, surrounded by those who love instead of persecute. Until then, I will be the armor and defense for my descendants. Until the end of my line. Until the court of my conscience uses divine guiding lights out of adolescent plight.
Wait, all Latinas are housemaids?
Every black person's father is gone.
The three food groups of black people: Kool-Aid, fried chicken, and grape soda.
I'm sorry, are we stealing all of your jobs?
Are we stealing all of your things?
You know, some Mormons believe black people are soulless because our skin is so dark. Yeah.
Go back to your country. If I had $1 for every person that has ever told me that, I'd probably be able to speak English. Okay. But when you come to my country for a vacation, you better speak Spanish too.
There are many words to call me what I am. An Oreo, a technically black person, an alt black, all because of the conjured standard of how aggressive and raw a black person should be. Yet, there's no difference. The only difference is that instead of me doing hood rat shit with my friends, it's just me doing sensible human shit with my friends. Just another problem that is nearly impossible to fix in our society, white and black. You then get put into another box that puts you out of your culture. You go to niggas and they say, hey, nigga, you ain't black. You go to others, they say, well, are you black? And you want me to act like another headline. You want me to act like the stereotype. You want me to act and play my part. Well, I won't. Sorry.
How can anyone return to a foreign land in which they haven't known for generations? Some may say how bad your food smells, or make fun of the holidays your families lead. Stereotypes are called out by those who don't know the pride behind the ancestors, as they watch you love yourself and your roots. They don't know and are confused because they know no better. It may not be your job to educate them, but to enlighten. Show them what it means to love where you came from and how your unique qualities make you shine brighter than Polaris. And guide them to freedom of thought and expression. You are remarkable, and those who stand against you will drown in their apprenticed consciousnesses.
You are too dark. Yeah, this is one from people in my own community. There is no such thing as too dark. When people tell you to go inside because you're 3 shades darker, smile and say, this is what my skin is meant to do. Ignore the people that tell you that you're not dark enough for your race or ethnicity. Your skin shouldn't determine how beautiful you feel. There is so much more to you. You're smart. You're talented. You're creative. And you're unique. And you are so much more than just your skin.
My childhood consisted of year-long summers, trips to the beach, And sunscreen. Lots and lots of sunscreen. Now, not for the reasons you may think. You see, sunscreen is meant to protect. Protect you from the rays of the sun, from turning a weird mole in your back into cancer, or just from getting a bad sunburn. For me, it was a different kind of protection. You see, sunscreen was presented to me as this tool that I could use to prevent my skin from changing colors, to fit my family's definition of the beauty standard. My family has always complimented me for having good hair that straightens nice, or the smallest nose in the house, basically saying how they have almost perfected the family line with my white passing features. But all that privilege would go away if I didn't wear the damn sunscreen. Because I couldn't help the way my hair straightened or the shape of my nose, but I had all control over how dark my skin got. Sunscreen became my protection. Protection for the family line. Protection for my family's insults. And protection for myself. A young girl that was trying so hard to be seen as beautiful.
That's crazy, right? See, most babies just come out the womb just happy to be alive. But I came out wondering how I was going to survive. That's crazy, right? Most kids were outside playing tag, hopscotch, and race. But I had to stay inside because that was the only place I had grace. That's crazy, right? And even home wasn't as safe as it can. Because the only time my dad wanted to be a man was when he was hitting my mom with his hand. And I could only sit, watch, and stand. That's crazy, right? And I just got older, things didn't get any better. I lost my best friends to the streets because he thought he was clever. See, he thought he could run game and get over on anybody. But 5 days later, he became nothing more than a dead body. That's crazy, right? And people say stop trying because being black is mid. But somebody gotta be a role model for these beautiful, colorful kids. And they say being black is the worst. And they not fully wrong because being black is a blessing and a curse. And you might be thinking I'm saying this stuff just to rhyme. But nah, I'm just telling you stories with people with colorful skin like mine. Yeah, that's crazy, right?
TJ lived on DD Avenue. We used to call it Death's Door, the way you ain't see anybody again. TJ and I went to school together, but when he told me he was from DD, I made sure to tell him to step, at least until I could know he wasn't going to go off and die on me. TJ had a fascination with chains. No, not no slavery type shit. But the tennis chains. You know, that cubic zirconia. He wanted a K Jewelers. But K Jewelry was on the good side of town. And his mama wasn't about to take him over there, let alone try and work double shift to put down on some chain. But TJ was determined. This chain was important to him. It would make him feel like he was success in living color. So, one day TJ and I were walking to school together, and I notice he has a chain glowing under his Swiss jacket. I look a little closer, and sure enough, it was that damn K Jewelers. I was jealous as hell. I thought, if he could get one, I could too. But then I remembered. TJ lived on DD Ave. That meant he was destined for something other than the success he so yearned for. I asked him where he got it. He said he worked a couple of jobs downtown. But we were teenagers with no credit and no insurance. Ain't no way. As I looked closer, I noticed the chain was glowing this rose gold color, almost reminding me of the fiendish color of strange fruit. I knew the story from then on. The story was 17-year-old black boy kills in robs store on Mount Moriah Road. The news.
Time before loans. Homes. Y chromosomes. Forced. Firm. Durable. Hunting for wives. Procurable traits. Toxic mates. Infidelity. Assault. Hate. Dishonoring. Sisters. Mothers. Pretended like they cared. Day by day. Men too prideful to say. Struggle. Weight of the world. Race. Fist. Women. Pearl. Y chromosomes. What if machismo didn't exist? Sexism didn't exist. If sons weren't taught to act like a man.
What is to act like a man? Is it talk loud, not cry, be aggressive? What is being aggressive?
Why are we seen as being aggressive? Is it the way we talk, our skin, our accent? Back to the point. How can you be a man? How can you act like a man? Is it mistreating women? The women you fetishize for having different colored skins?
Men mistreating women, women that turn into moms, moms that give birth to sons, and sons that turn into men. When does the cycle stop?
When does the cycle
When
stop?
does the cycle stop?
When does the cycle
When
stop?
does the cycle
When
stop?
does the cycle stop?
When does the cycle
When
stop?
does the cycle stop?
When does the cycle stop?
When
Do
does
you
the
know what
cycle
makes
stop?
a man a man? You must think it's muscles, obliviousness, sports and beer, basketball on Saturdays, football on Sundays, a businessman during the week, a player on the streets. Well, let me tell you a secret. A man is a million things. Here are things a man is not. A man is not a fighter. A man is a supporter. A man is not superior. A man is an individual. A man is not a player. A man is human. A man is not a blank slate. A man is a whirlwind of emotions like everyone. A man is not strong. A man is weak, but can be strong. A man is anything. Anything includes a man. Not a man includes anything.
Don't disrespect your father. God wouldn't like that. But he can disrespect you. Don't have sex before marriage. God wouldn't like that. But your husband can. If you're sad, don't be. God wouldn't like that. Pray to him. It'll go away. In the Bible, it says that you should love everyone. But it's okay if you hate against gays, transgenders, Asians, Muslim, Hispanic, Latinx, black people, unpure women. Unpure women. That's interesting.
Religion has such a hold on the black community and communities of color because it was forced upon us by colonizers. My main issue with the Christian Bible is the fact that it was edited to make slaves not question authority. I hate how the most horrific stories I've heard of abuse and manipulation stem from people who claim a religion based on love and acceptance. I still consider myself a Christian, but sometimes I wonder if it's due to a fear for my soul or if it's based on how strong my faith is. It truly disgusts me to even share the same religion as hateful people.
What if you were growing up in a household in which you were taught that there was some power, a holy and righteous power, out there fighting and working out of kindness for the billions of us in this world? And to be connected to this powerful figure, all you had to do was believe, and you would be in its guidance with open arms. Isn't that nice, sweet, calming? Now is the matter that creates divide. Which one of us gets to teach the billions of us about this unbiased, disconnected from malice, and basically unhuman being? That is the question. Well, in our society, it takes nothing to teach this religion, any religion. All it takes is someone who wants to spread the word and someone who wants to listen. And there lies the problem. A man can never teach the word, and in Proverbs, without favoring a man. Straight people can never teach the Bible and its disciples without favoring straight people. A white person can never teach faith in its place without favoring a white person. Think about it.
What if everyone experienced trauma? Not just trauma, but trickling down, being scarred by those you call mama. Why can't their childhood be like mine? Loving parents, spending time with kids, rather than worrying about paying bills. Growing up, raising siblings, fixing chasing bottomless lids. I should have been playing, not seeing friends being killed. It's not fair. That's just life isn't enough of an answer. When those like Trayvon and Ahmad get targeted for wearing hoodies, others are privileged enough to receive donations for cancer. And I grew up watching friends become bodies. One day, my kids won't have this painful cycle. The joy they experience will become a new trifle.
Trauma was never for me, you know. I know it must sound like I'm tripping, but it's true. It wasn't for me. I could sit in a class and someone could ask, "Did you have a good day?" And I would say yes, quicker than a bullet. No one was ever going to see trauma on me. All that drained, frustrated, overwhelmed feeling. Nope. Finito. Hell no. Just wasn't me. I refused to embody anything other than strength and cool-headedness. But what I didn't know was that there was this breaking point that was inevitable. God, don't you hate that word, inevitable? Makes something unavoidable. Makes you come face to face with anything you can think of. Racism, failure, death, drugs, people, so many people. You think of it as big ass monster that will literally gobble you up and throw you away. Then bring you back in like 3 hours when you're done with your episode, as people call it. It's too funny how I used to be. Trauma ain't for me. And now that trauma is for me, now I'm overreacting. Now I'm having episodes. Now I'm unstable. All that on top of the black agenda, you can't help but wonder, damn, I can't wait for God to give me the invitation to the cookout.
Breathe. It's going to be hard. I never said it wasn't going to be. It's okay to feel overwhelmed, scarred, or numb. It's okay. Learn to grow from your trauma. Not get dug up in it. You can't do this alone. You can't keep it to yourself and hope it'll go away. If you can't grow from your trauma, grow with it. Because at the end of the day, the good and the bad is what makes us who we are. Dear younger me, you are stronger than you know. Keep your head up and go out into the world making waves. Remember the women who were slaves and could only dream of opportunities. You have been blessed with many degrees, support from parents, mentors, and friends. No longer must your back bend. Stand up for yourself. You are highly blessed and favored. Ancestors will always cater to walk a path of success. And you just need to stay blessed. Remember those who left too soon. And stay on your dreams, reaching the moon.
First black woman on the moon, to first black vice president, to the first black Supreme Court Justice. Black women can't be beaten, and we will continue to strive for the stars, no matter the circumstance that hate may cause. We are all amazing, and we need to unite and keep our memories strong to create traditions and perpetuate excellence to all. No one will ever erase our accomplishments from history again. The world will know our impact forever. And young girls with crowns of curls reaching high like their goals will see women in mirror images as the torch is passed to them when the time is right, and see more young girls with eyes alight.
Gather around. Lend me your ear. Tune to my sound. Don't listen in fear. I'm only here to give you a word from old so that you may never fold. Your skin is beautiful, but the story behind it is comical. See, beauty comes at a price, so you must be something because the price is right. Your skin can walk, it can talk, it can break down the walls of oppression as if it really were the man of action. It can die, but it never fades. It can sigh, but the sun will never let it sit under shade. It will shine like the ocean in the morning, and it will roar like a brother when he's mourning. It has brought pain with no time to wane upon the scars that it claims. So hold it dear. It will be your weapon and your protector, you hear? It will fester with rage as it remembers its cage of how it hangs in the rain. It will work until it can no longer for the sake of creating a wonder it fostered. So, don't fear. Your skin is beautiful, and that will always